So today on Project Shop, we're back on the forklift. I've been out on the road all day, picking up stuff and going to the dump. Steve's been over here working on the forklift. We got the back pulled off. I'm gonna bring a cherry picker over. We're gonna pull the rest of this top off, get it cleaned up, and see what we can do to salvage it. He's got this thing pretty cleaned up. We've been soaking, what is that stuff called?
Rust eater or something. Rust killer?
Evapo-rust.
Yeah.
Some type of rust stuff in here. And we just been cleaning things up. And Steve's going to adjust the valves. We have the evapo-rust in there. We're about to pump it out and collect it. Dude, why don't you wipe the bucket out so we can see how dirty it actually is?
That's how dirty it is. Mud.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we really need to put some heat in this thing.
Hit the air hose. Not hard. Easy.
How do you know it's not going to come out the top? All right, you ready?
Yeah. Easy. Okay, go ahead and lay into it. Alright, we're going to put water in here now.
Yeah, we got to flush the rest out with water.
Look at that shit. I'd call that ruined. I read the carton. It says it's only going to absorb a quarter pound of rust, which ain't
Man, there might have been a quarter pound just in that freaking radiator.
There, man.
Look, this is what we kept pulling out of the radiator every time I'd bang it around.
The engine. Yeah.
These were crusty flakes, man.
I can't believe this came out of the engine just now.
Yeah.
Look how dirty it is. It looks like ink.
Ink?
Look at it. Doesn't it?
Yeah, wow.
Look how black it is.
Well, we better get some water through there. We still got a couple little things to paint. We're going to put the battery box on. Steve replaced both of the battery cables. We recovered these off of generators. We always keep that stuff. We're using the stainless. I paid $10 for 2.5 big bags of stainless bolts. So would you say the threads was just a little off?
Well, this is half SAE and half metric.
Right, so he's just running a tap down through there.
Yeah.
And rethreading them. So we got nice stainless hardware going back on here. And hopefully this thing comes around. Our weld we did last night looks like it's gonna hold, man. Looks good. Oh, and these are all the parts I painted last night. Have to touch that up a little bit, but I love the fact that this thing originally was black and orange. So these are the uprights. A little crack there. Now that it's off, we can see what's going on, and we can actually fix that dent and cut out that piece right there. This is let's see. Not bad. I thought there'd be more crap down in there. It's not too bad in there. I'll send a stick with a scuffy pad down in there, and then try to get some paint down there.
Go ahead. Hit it.
Look at all that rust coming out of there.
Hit it one.
Oh,
hit it. Okay. Okay, keep going.
Let it build up.
That's what you want.
Oh, look at all that rust.
Yeah, man. That's what you want.
After we flush this out, man, we'll go to, I need to go to Home Depot and get some more paint.
Okay, hit it. Easy. Yeah. I want to put a clamp on this so it doesn't, we get all our pressure we want. Here's a chunk coming out of that bit. Hang on. I want to put a clamp on this one.
All right, we'll go let it run for a minute. Let's let it run in there for a minute. It's all right. Just let it run. I'm
washing my hands.
Oh. Crazy. Nice clean water's coming out of the top, dirty, crusty water's coming out of the bottom.
You having fun?
Yeah.
That'll work. It's working. We got to block one off so all the pressure comes out the other one. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you lost it.
Oh, we lost the hose.
I need to put this on here.
You wanna, you're gonna have to put something on there to make up the difference, dude. Here, man, I got some of that stuff still. All right, we're back at it. We're gonna pull this valve cover. I'm gonna clean it. Steve's gonna adjust the valves. We flushed the block and look at what came out, man. This was a crazy amount of rust we blew out of the block, but we pretty much got it as clean as I think we're gonna get it. We had that evapo-rust in there all day long. We were feeding water through one side, had it sealed off, and then as it was pumping out, we were just blasting it with air and like shocking it in there, and it was just pumping it out. So I think we're pretty good. We're gonna start, I'm gonna blow this off, clean this up a little bit right here, and get down in there and paint what we can.
You ready? Our B24 engine, it's going to be 12 and 12.
I'm going to clean these up
Cold.
on the wire brush.
Yeah.
Let me see that.
You want that?
Yeah, let's see. Wow.
Look how clean that is, it's spotless.
That's brand new, dude. It's like this thing wasn't even throwing oil.
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it's...
Wow.
I don't know. Maybe it doesn't rev high enough to sling oil anywhere. Maybe it's not getting any oil anywhere.
Dude, there's water in here.
That looks awful clean.
I'm looking at water right there.
If it is, it's from me. Okay.
You think we pumped water underneath this thing from pressure cleaning it?
Probably.
Well, we're gonna have to change the oil then.
There ain't enough water to even, I don't even see any.
I do.
You do?
I was kind of worried about that too.
Okay, I need, where'd that headlight go?
I put it over there by where your knife was.
Okay. I gotta roll that around.
Wow, that's pretty damn clean, man. It don't even look like there was a lick of oil ever in there. Definitely looked like we had a little water get by. I'll put that there. I'm gonna clean that up. We got the plate off. I'm gonna tape this thing off here. We're gonna clean that up. That kind of rust right there, the needle scale is perfect for. This is what we pulled out of the block. That's the evapo-rust. I'm gonna screen that, and we're gonna see if it's still working. And as soon as he's done adjusting the valves, we're gonna start putting this thing back together. We're gonna drop the radiator down there. Somebody, I'm not gonna name any names, broke a tap off down there. We need to get out. I think that's for the water bottle thing, the bracket. We are changing these bolts that we pulled out of the cage with some galvanized ones I had. We didn't have any stainless fine thread, but we do have these, which will make for nicer bolts. We're going to try to replace as much of this hardware with all the stainless that we've collected, but a lot of the stuff that I collected is like different threads. So all this stuff here, Steve's running taps through it and just changing the threads. But yeah, she's gonna come around and look nice, but more importantly, we want it to run nice. I did buy a new cap for the radiator.
You gotta roll this around the top dead center.
How do you determine which cylinder is number one? So the closest one to the front of the motor?
Yeah.
You want me to spin it?
No, I'm looking for my pointer.
Put all that paint on it.
Go ahead and turn it. You see a line anywhere on there?
Huh?
Go ahead. You see a line anywhere on that? No?
I
I
mean,
don't see anything.
did you find one earlier?
No.
I don't know.
Okay, here. I'll tell you what to do. You take this and on number one cylinder, what you're going to do is you want both valves closed, which were basically there.
That's the back of the motor.
You want both valves closed. She's rocking. Oops, she's rocking. We gotta go around. It's gonna be this thing's got good compression. Here you go. It's going to be somewhere, that pointer's going to be somewhere up here. You want them both these closed.
A piece of fucking gasket down in there.
That'll give you this one closed, this one, and this one. You can run half of your rack right now. Where's your feeler gauge? We need a 12.
Looks like, I don't know, the engine mount looks like it's flat like a pancake. I know there's some body mounts or something here. Something going on that's letting this thing rock around.
What?
What do you got?
I got is that the right wrench? Seems kind of loose. One of these, this is pretty damn loose. One of these was real loose, man. You remember which one? This don't feel too damn bad. It's a little loose. That's real loose. Yeah, these are all tools. It's your performance going right out the window.
Our forklift performance going out the window?
Yep. Yes, it is. You're only going to get so much cam lift. This thing just doesn't feel like it wants to fit very well. There you go. I'm gonna let that ride. It's a little loose. I think that one's ready to rock. One of these was just crazy loose. Forget which one it was. Okay, now what you're going to do, roll it 180 degrees and do the other 4. Where's your thing? All right. Yeah, that's... Check that. Holy shit. That's the one.
Okay, well, I'm gonna time lapse this. While he's doing that, I'm gonna clean up the valve cover and get the radiator out here and gather up all the parts we need to start putting this thing back together.
For the ocean, I'm at the bottom of the sea.
All right, well, that's gonna be it for tonight. We're on our way back to putting this thing back together. A couple things we need to do here. One, we need to pull that plate off again. There's actually a sending unit under there, and when this thing, I guess it came with the option of propane or gas, that would have been the gas tank. But there's like some fluids in there. I think it's just water. I need to get it out. So we got the radiator in. You got that thing tightened up?
What thing?
The fan?
Yeah, the fan's
tight.
And all the bolts on the shroud are in.
Well, we're missing two down the bottom, man.
Where's your new cap?
We got to get one more bolt on each side. So we got that cleaned up and painted. I pulled this off. I got to clean this up a little more. That bolt is done. I think that's the mount. Yeah, that's what that movement was that I was seeing. I'm gonna have to dress that. There's like some rubber bushings in there. I did clean these up really nice. And the cap. There's a cap somewhere. Here we go. Man, it's like 2 in the morning. They're partying over there. So we got this painted. It's gonna look really nice with the cap and the 2 shined up bolts right there. But I did buy a new, this thing was kind of crusty. So we bought a new cap. Let's just put that on now, see how it looks. It's coming together nice. Once we get this engine dialed back in, I tried to order filters for this thing. I'm gonna have to call the place in the morning. Okay, so that looks better. Gotta put that hose on. We have coolant that we recovered out of a generator we're gonna put in here. You know, try to save a buck here or there. And I am gonna spritz the motor a little bit more with some black paint. I don't like the blue. It doesn't really go with our theme. Our thing seems to be holding up. Now I don't like how this, there's like one bolt over there. It had a rubber thing. I bolted it down hard because it was putting a lot of pressure on there. And I'm gonna see how all this goes together. If I can't, maybe just drill a hole and get something to help support that a little bit better. I don't know. I might even wrap that in some fiberglass stuff to keep temps away from other things. Other than that, I think it's going back together great. We got all these holes. They were similar size, but a different thread. So Steve was just running through it with a drill. These are all them stainless bolts I got from the scrap yard. Coming together really nice, man. I got to figure what I'm going to do here. I had to drill those out. I'll probably just drill them out, and it had like flush cut. Where's it at? It had flush countersunk screws, but this thing is done. Look how bad that thing's rusted. This ain't going back on there. So all that diamond plate we're going to replace with aluminum. The main plate, I'll probably leave this the way it is, steel, and just coat that with a piece of diamond plate. But other than that, this thing's coming along great. So if it comes far, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think. We will be changing the oil and the oil filter because I did see a little water in there from when we were blasting. I found a parts place. The parts are really cheap for this thing. And I did find the bushings. Apparently there's bushings for this that go right there. And then we're gonna find all the grease points and grease this thing up. And then the next major thing is gonna be steering. I'll tell you where we're going, right to the scrap yard.
Watch it. There's a dance. You ever seen your copper dance before?
That was a lot of tedious stuff, not gonna lie. But we have a whole trash can full of these breakers. Now, you can sit here and just drill these out, but there's probably 1,000 of these things, man. You'll be here for days doing this. Plus, I got more somewhere else. Since I have that incinerator here, we're just gonna burn these in the incinerator.